This morning on the homestead, we're gonna do a little maintenance on the truck, but we have to go out later to try to do some town stuff. What do you need to change your oil to save a little bit of money? You can figure out what kind of oil your car needs if you just look under the hood, and if you can locate your oil cap, it's going to have a number on there, something like this. So match that up. Sometimes it changes depending on the time of year when it's cold with the car, so just pay attention. It's not a big deal, but try to use the right thing as close to possible for the right time of year for your vehicle. You're also going to want a filter. If you're at a hardware store, you're going to need to know what you need for your vehicle ahead of time, because there's nobody there to pick it out for you. If you go to an Advanced Auto or O'Reilly's auto parts store, and then they're going to look it up. You just tell them what kind of car you have. They probably do it at Lowe's or Home Depot too if you buggle about it. But you could Google it and do it yourself. While we're at it, put in some de-icer, Rain-X for windshield washers. I don't know of anything that you can use for your vehicle that's probably not poison. I'm sure this is probably poison, but I wish, leave in the comments below if you have an alternative to a de-icer that is likely not toxic, bad for the environment. Your small investment here, you're going to want socket wrench. And the same tool is going to be able to work for your tires as well as changing your oil, but you're probably going to change your oil more than you're ever going to change tires unless you just do it for fun. Put mud tires on your vehicle or something. Before you get down, crawl underneath your vehicle, you're going to want to put down some cardboard, and unless you're lucky like me, you might need to put your car on ramps or a jack. If you're using a jack, you're definitely going to want to put something underneath it in case that jack were to slip. If you have a spare tire or something in that world, if you have a jack stand, it's pretty great too. This truck has got a pretty big lift on it, so I can just crawl right underneath. I've got cardboard down and I've got all my supplies right here. So you're about to get under your car. If you haven't done this very much, it might feel new, it might feel uncomfortable, it might be a tight squeeze if you have a lower car. This is a very comfortable job on this truck, like I said. I'm not real familiar with the placement of the plug, so I'm gonna have to root around here a little bit. I can see the filter right there. So you can guess that this is my oil tank. This is my oil plug. Alright, so you're under your car. Maybe it's a new thing and perhaps you feel a little claustrophobic or whatever. Just do yourself a favor and just chill out. Just stop and hang out under there for a minute. Pay attention to what's around you and what's above you. See if you can make sense of any of the pieces of the vehicle. And don't focus on the anxiety you have about being in the situation you're in. It's a good practice for ways you can apply that to lots of different things. So just like putting on a cap on a water or a Coca-Cola if you like to drink, that sort of thing. So you're gonna twist it righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. You can just envision that. Do it with your fingers, feel it. So this is going to tighten it, and this is going to loosen it. This tool has a lever on it, which will reverse the direction for the wrench. I want to keep this really tight, really firm here. Make sure we're in the right direction. I've already changed this myself since I've had this truck, so I knew the bolt was not very, very tight. I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to go get my bucket. So you say, I'm trying to change my oil to save money, but I gotta buy a socket set, I gotta buy ramps. These things are not free, they're not cheap. So how do you save money? I suppose the answer to that is overtime. And self-reliance is also a big part of the factor. I suppose for me personally anyway. I've been doing this for my cars since I was in high school. I don't know very much about cars, but I'm very well practiced at this because I've needed to do it twice a year for the last 25 years of my life. So it makes a difference in the long run. It adds up. It adds up over time. And it's pretty cool to know that you can do it. Already got this bolt loose enough to get it out by hand. I can tell this oil definitely needs to be changed. This truck has a lot of miles on it, so it puts some wear and tear on the oil. Don't drop this in the bucket. You lose this, you won't be going anywhere. I'm just going to save this oil, and you'll see in a later video what I'm going to do with it. I'm trying to figure out ways to reuse as much as I can from our lifestyles, looking into old Amish ways or Native American ways of using things from nature and the forest, and some good tricks from farmers from our great-grandparents' generation, where they were using tractors and they had machines and they were trying to be practical with the tools and the resources they had available. They didn't have a Walmart, they didn't have all these conveniences that slowly sort of chipped away at a culture that once was here. There's a new culture here, and a lot of it is rich and valuable, and a lot of it is not. We're at just the tiniest bit of a tilt, so some of this oil I puddle up next time I do this, I'll try to park my truck facing in the opposite direction, just because the driveway has a tiny bit of a lean to it. I'm just going to let this continue to drip, and then I'm going to come back and take out this oil filter. So I've been under the truck for a while now. Earlier we were talking about claustrophobia. There's like a little bit more of that now, for sure. Because I'm a little frustrated and a little impatient, but trying to be cool, man. Be cool. I think under a house is a lot worse than under a vehicle. For any professionals out there with experience, let me know what you think in the comments below. Which is worse, being under a car or under a house? I'm trying some methods that are not listed on any websites. I'm just working with what I have available. That worked, besides from the toe strap getting a little jammed up. I don't know if you've ever used these before, but they have clips that have springs. Sometimes you need to get a screwdriver or something in there for one of the clips that doesn't have a handle on it. It's just a raw piece of metal with a place for you to get your finger in there. Well, that worked. That worked. The toe strap will suffice for it's the same idea as the rubber band wrench is a tool where the big rubber band goes around the oil filter to grab it, and then there's a handle attached to that. But the toe strap works exactly the same way. And I have a lot of them laying around. I didn't have to buy that wrench. I might actually save some money changing my oil. We'll see. For anybody who's ever wondered, what is a lift? What is a truck lift? Essentially, they cut the frame and then insert it. Right here, this piece is a lift. This is about 8 inches. Oil filter. I loosened it enough so it has more oil in this area. It's draining. So this piece would be, if you were choosing your size, then you would choose that. It looks like it's 8 inches, but then the tires, once you lift this up, then you have more room for a bigger tire. You see here, they cut the fender, well, completely out to leave a little bit more room. So you upgrade the size of your tire, you get a higher lift off the ground. Here's your old frame. If this was not lifted up, then this is what I would be having to be underneath, and I would barely fit. I'm a thin guy, and you can see here though, I have lots more room. It's going to be a great vehicle to further my learning and understanding of automobiles, because it's so easy to access. You don't have to have a lift to really be able to hang out under a car like professional mechanics do. Though I've seen people who have lifts in their garages, and it's a wonderful, if you have that kind of disposable income, that's really fun and cool. It's what you deserve it. You work hard. You get you whatever toys you want to, especially tools that are effective in making you better at living this life. So, here we go. This oil's just finishing up. I'm gonna be patient and let that. This oil filter's all dripped out now while we filled up our washer fluid. And I don't have any gloves, and I get a lot of packaging from my shipments, whatever stuff that I can't get up here in isolation in the woods. Not a whole lot of variety of options from shops and stores around here. Mainly in this area, southwestern Virginia, shopping is dominated by big stores like Walmart or Dollar Generals, which is quite the opposite. Not a big store, but there's a million of them. There's one freaking everywhere. There's more Dollar Generals than churches in Appalachia. Could you believe that? Just kidding. There's no way. There's churches, more churches than residences. So this is going to go back to dripping again. I'm going to move my phone so it doesn't fall in this bucket of oil. Get rid of this filter. Maybe I'll give this a chance to drip just a little bit more here. Let's see if it does. Well, we're still getting some pretty good drips here. Just no rush on it really, right? Get as much of the old oil as you can out. If you go to a shop, they're not going to do this. They're going to just do it quick. That's not quality. So we got our bolt here. It's in nice and smooth. It's not crooked. It's to mess up the threads. It should be easy to put in with your fingers almost all the way. You could really do it with just your fingers, but we want to click this in the right direction. Just give it a nice snug. This is already really nice and greasy, so let's use some of this old oil and prevent that from happening next time. I'm glad I found the solution to it. I could find a new solution next time, but maybe we'll just skip that one and never do it again. This is the first time I've ever had that happen in my life. Let's see. All right, did that give me the right oil? Oh, no way. It gave me the wrong oil filter. Well, now I'm very glad that I did not destroy the old one. Okay, we're gonna go dig the old oil filter out of the trash. And what the hell, guys? Oh my. Sweet kitties, barn cats. Hey, sweet buddy. Let's go get that oil filter out of the trash. So we got the old oil filter out of the trash. We are righty-tighty. I have to replace this. There's a big dent here. I don't know if that affects it doing what it needs to do. We'll see. I'll get it all nice and tight. Not too tight, just yep. Let's go take this back. It's not the first time I've had that happen. It is kind of common, unfortunately. So probably good to make sure you have the right ones and have extra laying around just in case you don't get stuck. Like I almost got stuck. It's pretty close. We're still kind of stuck because now I gotta drop the oil again. I'm gonna change the filter. So, yeah. I want to use the same funnel for different chemicals. So turn this old soap jug into a funnel and cut the top off of it. This is a really great dish soap that I am not sponsored by, but I do advocate for them. Nice, light, soft, non-harmful, non-hormonal disrupting, just something to clean your dishes with. You don't need to sterilize the world. Don't think that's a solution. All right. Buy one of these funnels. I've never bought a funnel in my life. There we go. It's a good funnel. It's a little wet still. I'm gonna put it in the sun to let it dry. Fill the oil up. Still wet already. Losing the nose. While we wait, I guess I'm just going to turn this into a seedling pot. A pretty good size seedling pot. We're getting amped and excited. What does this go to? Is it this wire here in my truck. If you know where this goes and what this is for, please leave a comment down below, because it's probably, I've never seen just like a wire with one connector before. Just put it in a truck. Does it need to be somewhere? I don't know. Okay, I gotta check on this kid. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Let me just finish up with what I'm doing, and that sounds like a really great idea.
And it's so much fun. If you want to do that,
Okay.
then come with me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna finish this up and
come on, follow me.
all right. As soon as I finish up my chores, then we'll go do that, okay? On a side note, while I get my tools put back away before I drive over them, when I go back to the store, I'm not gonna give them a hard time about the filter. I'm just gonna swap it out. I'm gonna not be mad about it. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth the stress or the blame. Blame is a dangerous thing. It's a lot of stopping of thinking when people are blaming. You need to step back and think about situations. Get past the blame and just fix it, get to a solution, and move on with your life. What else can we ask for? So, yeah. Easy said, huh? We gotta go stop and help her pick rose hips. Those thorns are a little dangerous, and I don't want her to get hurt. Hard to discourage her being so passionate. I don't see any rose hips there, darling.
But there's one over there. Do you see? Come on, follow me. I love you. There's someone that's there.
Maybe these over here will be easier to get to.
Yeah. There's someone here, but I step on the rose. Like
Squish it. Watch your eyes.
that. So don't like when I make it walk from Come on, give me another
Go give them to your mama.
First, give me another worship.
Let's go give them to your mama. This is Clover. Hey, buddy. His long fur, he gets. Here's his burrs and his fur. It's burdock. It's actually pretty useful. So it's kind of cool that it gets spread around because we're gonna use it. All right, our funnel's dry and we got our truck bed cleaned out after foraging the other day. The funnel fits. We're gonna hold it real snug though. It's nice, it has a handle. It's wonderful. This cap is on there really good. So we're gonna put 6 quarts in here. We're going to then so it looks like there's 5 quarts in this jug, and I'm gonna need 2 quarts out of the other jug potentially. We'll see. We're gonna put 6 quarts in here, and we're gonna check the level on it. But that means I can put this whole thing on there. So maybe a good time to double check, make sure the oil plug and the oil filter are back on. I'm very confident that they are because I recorded it. So never hurts to double check. Person's here. Hopefully once we have our bakery vending open here at the homestead, they're going to stop every day and get a snack. Could be our most regular customer. I'm gonna keep these oil jugs for storing old oil. As I said before, we'll get to that in a later video. Down to the 4 quart mark. Oops. I was not holding my funnel. I'll keep a jug of oil in the truck. You never know when you're going to need it. Looks like we go ahead and add that last quart. I think that'll do it. All right, that was longer than it should have been. There are a lot of hiccups. I already had some tools that I used. It was easy to get underneath the truck. I didn't have to lift it up, and it still took a lot longer than it would to take it to a shop. But it's part of homesteading is if you don't have some big remote income, you need to save money where you can. So the best way to do that is to trade your time and to try to repair or fix or build anything and everything that you physically, mentally, and financially, creatively can. And it's an interesting ride because you get to learn some skills that you probably wouldn't have learned before. So, cleaning up, double checking for tools. We haven't left anything laying around or under the hood. Probably wouldn't be the worst idea to leave a piece of cardboard under here until we drive later to try to spot for any heavy leaking with that oil filter being dented and you never know. And get everything out from under your hood. Got our caps back on. Look at her battery. It's not good. We need to work on that. We'll look at the scissors. I don't want to forget my scissors in here. Glance at some belts while we're in here. I don't really know what I'm talking about to judge too much. So it's arbitrary, huh? I'm gonna take this old oil, old bucket, old oil. All right, and we'll label this so we know it's old oil. And we'll try and figure out some uses for it. We'll see if it seems to be very polluting and nasty. We'll do some research. We'll learn together. But supposedly you can use it for some things around the farm. And we'll check it out. That's it. That's how you save money changing your oil. You don't save time. And you might not save money up front, but over time, you can save some money. And most importantly, you're not dependent on someone else to do a simple routine thing. That's good to exercise your capabilities of, just handle your business.